Chelsea Handler, welcome back. Thanks for coming on. We have a lot to discuss here. You have a new book. But before we get into any of this, I think officially now, at past midnight, it is your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Jimmy.
That's a big deal birthday.
It's a big deal birthday, you guys. I'm 50.
Yes! You look phenomenal. Stop.
Are you
50?
Yeah. Are you 50?
I'm 50 a couple months ago. I'm 50.
Oh,
I'm
we're on
September.
the same track.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you look fantastic.
I
Oh, my
know.
God.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
I've been working very hard on my looks.
Are you, what are you doing for 50? Are you doing a party?
I'm having a lot of parties. I decided to embrace it and just throw parties all year long, you know, and celebrate myself. I mean, who else is going to celebrate me like I can? Nobody.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. So I'm embracing it. I had a party already in Whistler. I'm having one in New York, one in LA.
Oh
Just
my
gonna
God.
just keep doing it, you know? I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be thriving. I'm happy that I don't have children. I don't have a husband. I mean, things are going great.
Yes,
you know?
you're happy. You're loving 50. This is it. This is it. It's not
Well, I mean, I just got here, so just hold
Okay,
your
hold. Yeah,
horses,
sorry.
okay?
Calm down. Yes.
Give me a minute
Sorry.
to enjoy it. But yes, I'm very excited about the future.
What?
I mean, I'm very excited about the level of optimism I have about the future.
I will say that when we talk about this book, it's a very optimistic book.
Yes.
And I loved it. It's got jokes, obviously, but it's also some deep stuff in here. But before we get to the deep stuff, every year around your birthday, you do something. You love skiing.
I love skiing.
Yes, and you always post a nice video of you skiing, and we all root for you. And I go, gosh, I just love Chelsea Handler. She's always, here's you a couple years ago. You ski topless and holding a drink. What are you drinking there? Is that a...
Margarita is in one hand, and then a joint is in the other hand.
Yeah, I'll have what she's having, by the way. Yeah, it makes sense now. But then, yes, and then was this? I don't know if this was the last year, but there's you skiing with the bikini and a dog.
Yes. That's Bernice. Bernice, my old dog. She's no longer with us, but that was her last hurrah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look, she went out with a bang, though.
No, yeah, it wasn't from this.
No,
natural. You should have very daredevil. Didn't end when you had to do jumps.
We were done skiing, and then she was gone.
But then this is my favorite. I think this is maybe last year. You were skiing with 2 dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea, who does this?
It was heavy. I had to put the margarita and the joint down so that I could handle both dogs. So Bernice is the one on my back, and then Doug is my newest dog.
Oh.
And you know, I wanted to get that dog. I love chows, and you know how I feel about black men, so I finally have a black man to sleep with every night. I do. He's in my bed every night, and I love it.
Yeah. What do you plan to do for 50? This is tomorrow. You'll be posting something.
I am posting a new ski video. I worked very hard for it. It was quite a production, and it wasn't just me. I got a whole group of people to do what I do with me.
No way.
Yes,
Of course. You got to go big.
Absolutely.
Well, happy
Yes.
50th. Many more.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Let's talk about the new book. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. I, of course, thought it was from Harry Met Sally. I thought...
It is a little bit. It's a reference to that, but it is. I didn't come up with the name. My editor did. She read the book and she said, "After I'm done with this, I just want what you have." And I said, "I can't name a book. I can't self-proclaim. I want what I have." And she said, "Absolutely, you have to. When you're done reading this book, you want what you have." And I was like, "Okay, great. I'm going to tell the story everywhere I go, so everybody knows I didn't come up with that title."
No, you didn't.
But it is. I wanted to inject everybody with a little bit of optimism and womanhood and sisterhood and talk about how powerful it is to be a woman, you know?
Did this start with this in mind when you started writing this book?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, do I have anything new to say? This is my 7th book, so I've written many books. But I don't like to put anything out unless I really have something new to say. And I've come a long way, and now that I'm 50, I felt like I have a message for women. I want to inspire people. I want people to be as confident as I am. I wish I could inject every little girl with the confidence that I have, because I want everyone to walk around with their head up high, you know?
Yeah.
That would make the world a better place. Yeah. Yeah, so...
I love that.
So it's yeah. I'm excited. I'm happy. It's a great way to celebrate my birthday to release a new book.
It really is, yeah. In the book, you have a very funny story about kind of starting to work at around a business mind at around 10, I want to say.
Yeah. Well, I looked at my family. I was very disappointed when I was born. Coming home to my family, there were already 5 other children. I'm like, who are all these people? You know, I realized I was the 6th child instead of the first one, so I was pissed.
Yeah.
And then my parents seemed very disorganized, like they didn't really have jobs. And I'm like, what are these two doing? Do we even have a savings account? Like, what's the game plan? And then I realized early on that we were not on the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I needed a bigger life. So I started a lemonade business because I was only 10.
Yeah.
And it's illegal to work, so I had to look at the low-hanging fruit.
Yes.
So I started a lemonade stand, and pretty quickly I realized that the profit margin wasn't great. So I decided to start a hard lemonade stand where I served gin, whiskey, and tequila with the lemonade to any of the parents of the children that came by and any kid who was over 10, obviously. And I made a fortune. I enlisted this little neighbor kid. His name was Nelson. I enlisted him. I said, come on, Nelson, do you want to work with me and partner on my business? And we made $359.
Yeah.
In our first week on Martha's Vineyard, we made $359. I gave Nelson his commission at the end of the week, which was $3.59.
That's life.
And I was like, okay, this is my business. And I just kept working and working and working. So and then eventually I was able to get away from my family.
Yeah, you did. In here, you talk about your one of your first big splurges, and this is something I think it was a flight to your grandfather's funeral.
I know, it wasn't my grandfather's funeral, but my grandfather was sick and we were going to California. And I is that funny? And I walked past the first class cabin and I realized that that's, you know, I sniffed it and I was like, this is my space. You know, these are my people. And my mother was shoving me to the back and she's like, these are not your people. Like, we will never, ever be able to afford to fly first class. I'm like, speak for yourself, bitch, okay? And then I started, that's when I came back from that trip, I'm like, I'm gonna have to make my own money because I am gonna sit in that section. And I haven't flown coach since I was 10.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what you gotta do.
Yep.
It is funny, it is charming, it's everything Chelsea Handler is. We're so lucky to have you on this earth. 50 years, you're the best. Happy birthday. Congrats on everything. Oh, real quick, we have to talk about your tour.
My tour.
You have a big tour.
I'm going to have a European tour and my Vegas residency. You can go to chelseahandler.com for any tickets for anything.
Yes, all right, good. Check it out. Chelsea Handler, everybody. I'll Have What She's Having is out now. Billy Crudup joins us after the break. Stick around.
Hey, hey.